fish has been caught before.
Why do you say that?
You got 2 spots on one side. Don't they get a spot each time you catch them?
Yeah. I never have heard that.
You never heard that one?
I'll take it.
Today's Sportsman's Adventures takes us to one of Florida's last great wilderness areas. This remote section of southwest Florida is called the 10,000 Islands, and it's made up of thousands of twisting creeks, wide rivers, and quiet bays.
Well, thanks for having me down here, man.
Captain Rick Murphy and our special guest, Captain Andrew Bostick, have spent a lifetime fishing here, where the warm, fresh waters of the Everglades meet the salty waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Snook, tarpon, and redfish call this home. And springtime is the right time for the fish and the fishermen to come together.
How about that one? That's a tarpon, isn't it? Yeah, I'd say it's a tarpon. Wow. That's a great strike, Rick. Oh. He's coming toward you.
Yes,
Don't jump in my boat.
Don't jump in the boat, big fool.
Oh, man. How cool is that? I'll turn you.
Look at that, man. Look at the size of that coon. I might have taken a knife to a gunfight, dog.
He's gonna jump for you. Beautiful.
That skitterwalk came out of his mouth and is now in the back of his forehead.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Is that like put the seat back forward in the airplane?
Oh,
that
man.
Is in the back of his forehead.
Oh,
see
yeah, I see it. Sticking out.
Maybe I'll get lucky here, though, and it'll stay in there for a second.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Oh, that
what
is.
A perfect size.
Oh, there it
Came
goes.
out.
Just came out. I like it. Now that's the way you wake up in the morning.
You like it when they miss it 2 or 3 times first.
Yeah. Ooh, there you go, Andrew.
More nibblage. That's a nice strike.
Any strike on top water is a good strike. Now, Andrew, let me ask you a question. The question is, what is the biggest mistake most people make when they're topwater fishing, when they catch a fish or don't?
That's very consistent. People see the strike and they set the hook, Rick.
Instead of waiting.
You gotta just keep working it until you feel him.
Till he yanks it down.
Till he yanks it down, you feel it come tight. Everybody wants to jerk when they see it.
Right.
Probably the best way to fish, close your eyes.
Yeah.
You miss out on all the fun.
Exactly. That's a nice snook.
Yeah. That's the whole fun of topwater fishing is watching that strike. That makes you screw up every now and then.
Yeah, come unglued. Especially when you get a fish like a tarpon it'll pop it once and miss it, knock it out of the air and pop it. You know, snook are pretty good at getting it.
He got it on his chin there.
He certainly did. Let's see if we can give him the old Vulcan snook hold. Oh, that was right there by me.
Maybe the old lip hold.
I'm gonna take this hook out while I get in the water.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Pretty easy.
It's a nice fish.
Yeah, absolutely. It's getting ready to shake.
It's unlike a snook to shake when you pull him out of the water.
Okay, pretty. Certainly is pretty. Uh-oh. That's the part that ends up losing skin over. You know?
Well, there have been a lot of fish that size around here the last few weeks, and it's nice. That's a great average size to be catching.
Good example. Great example of how you don't panic. Is that a redfish?
That's a redfish. Complete the slam.
Oh my gosh. My gosh. Let me get my hands available.
Yeah, I had to keep working it because he missed it.
I'm gonna power pole us down there, bud. Just so we don't drift any further. We're in that little red zone. Literally a red zone.
Mr. Redfish.
Andrew, how many of those have you caught in competition?
I wished I'd kept track over the years. That'd been kind of cool to know.
Think of how many you caught pre-fishing, you know what I mean? Those days, and some of those days pre-fishing in Louisiana,
you throw to all 100, 120?
Yeah, throw to all those 4-pounders just to keep them out of the way during the tournament days. Makes it pretty fun, doesn't it? Keeps you also pretty sharp and in good practice.
It was pretty cool. I just saw a little dimple there, Rick. I threw to it, and it didn't take long for a nibble.
No, I tell you, a little dimple. This is more than a little dimple. There he is, Senor Rojo.
We had a lot of redfish around. I'm glad to see them starting already this morning.
They're already over. They're all over here. They are. Oh. Not nice.
Get wet?
So nice. Like Borak said, it's not so nice.
There he is. Come on, come on. He's still behind you.
Today, Stu and his guide have an unexpected pleasure. The company of Florida's Citrus Queen. She couldn't believe that Stu goes after these giant tarpon with a fly rod. The best tarpon water is shallow, at most 3 to 6 feet deep, where the guide can pull the boat along silently. We've got him on. He's pretty big, so Stu inserts a rod stiffener for a little more power. An 80-pound fish and a man, connected by a line whose weakest link will snap at 12 pounds of pressure. The silver giant is eased toward the boat. As with all non-record tarpon, Stu lets this one live to fight another day and hopefully grow even bigger than his fly rod world record of 151 pounds.
Sportsman's Adventures is brought to you by Florida, the fishing capital of the world. Yamaha, reliability starts here. Rapala, Williamson Lures, Maverick Boats, Minn Kota, Humminbird, La Jolla Resort, Power Pole, Swift, Silent, Secure.
So, which one are you thinking about?
I can't decide between Sumo and Gladiator.
Well, Sumo has incredible balance thanks to his low center of gravity. Although, you can't go wrong with Gladiator. No one is braver or stronger than he is.
I think you should choose Gladiator.
I'll take Sumo.
Rapala, Extreme Action X-Rap. Extreme Netmen sold separately.
Why is Yamaha your best investment? Just ask charter boat captain and tournament angler George Mitchell.
No matter where I fish, I know I've got the strongest, most reliable outboard there is.
For 25 years, Yamaha's innovative technology has produced the best outboards on the water. Tournament after tournament, win after win. The Yamaha F350. Power, reliability, and fuel efficiency. Yamaha, because your best investment starts right here.
Fish are gonna need a new place to hide. Exclusive side imaging from Humminbird. Scan more water faster with 480 feet of side-to-side coverage and see structure detail with amazing picture-like images. Humminbird, simply, clearly, better.
The new Riptide SF from Minn Kota. Its ruthless new mount features an anodized aluminum mono arm with uncompromising strength, a counter-tension stabilizer with no play and no give for whisper quiet operation, and lift assist for effortless stow and deploy. But it doesn't just sound tough. It's battle-tested to help you tear through everything from heavy chop to corrosive saltwater. Riptide SF. The assault on salt has begun.
I'm Captain Rick Murphy, and when I'm in the Florida Keys, I stay at the La Jolla Resort in Isla Mirada, a place for families and fishermen. The La Jolla is located on the bay at mile marker 82.2 and has easy access to the Everglades. The flats of Isla Mirada and the offshore reefs are just minutes away. The La Jolla Resort has great dockage, boat ramps, barbecue pits, and swimming pools. So whether your group is small or large, the La Jolla can take care of all your needs.
Don't they get a spot each time you catch them?
Yeah.
Captain Andrew Bostick is a Southwest Florida native who specializes in light tackle fishing in the 10,000 Islands and Everglades National Park. Captain Bostick is also one of the top competitors on the Professional Redfish Tour. But his true passion is his guide service, and he's been professionally guiding anglers for more than 20 years. And tossing topwater plugs tight against the mangroves is his absolute favorite thing to do.
Now, Andrew, let me ask you something. We got little mangrove island points, but you also look like you have some different, what kind of grass? You got grass that's sticking up. It's like a Spartina grass.
We call it Spartina grass. And those mullet are this big right now. And they're getting all up in that grass and hiding when all these predator fish get up in here trying to eat them. And that's what's going off in here right now. There's big schools of little teeny mullet, and they're striking in them right now and everything. So we're going to try to capitalize on that.
Okay, so the recreational guy, he's watching this show. What would you tell him to be a pattern? Look for the places that have grass, and before the tide gets high enough, fish on the outer sides of those places?
Yeah.
Or how would you approach it? What would you tell that guy?
Yeah, the biggest thing is you got to have a boat that goes shallow enough, because you want to fish it when it's shallow, because those fish, when it's all the way out, the tide's all the way out, come out with it, because there's not enough water in there. I mean, it's literally that deep in there, right. Any at all. As it starts to flood, all the bait starts pushing up in the grass, and against the shoreline, those predator fish move up in there with them, and they start feeding on them. Once it gets too high, they're going to go way up in the bushes and then get hidden. So the secret's getting in there when the water is just deep enough where the fish are just pushing in there and they're feeding like crazy. Then.
Wow, there's another one just exploded right there. Come on, man, get the trolling motor in and get me in there. Come on, Andrew, we're sitting here talking about this. We need to be up there catching them.
What a strike. There he is. Come on, come on. He's still behind you. Ooh, there's one.
Andrew?
There's one.
Did we get stupid and finally catch one?
Finally stuck one. He's the littlest, ugliest one of the bunch, but...
That's all right, like you say, his mama's proud of him.
Yep.
Topwater snooking in the month of August. Now, you know, Andrew, what's really cool about this is that if you think about this, you're only an hour and a half from Chokoloskee from Miami. From Fort Lauderdale, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. And if a guy lives in Fort Myers or even a little north of there, Sarasota, he's 2 hours from, or Tampa, 2 hours from you. And that's what's so great. They can be totally engulfed in the backcountry, the northern part of the Everglades, and, you know, come down here and catch snook and redfish and tarpon, you know, just like you read about.
Yeah, and for that matter, you know, major hub airports, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Fort Myers. Ooh, you got him?
Oh, you had me hung around something for a second, but I got him out of there.
But you got Fort Myers, those are all major hubs. They can come from up north and be here real quick.
Absolutely.
There's a few snook in here.
Yeah. Now, Andrew, how many years, you've been guiding, what, 30 years, and you've seen the snook population come and go. What do you think has been the success to it? How do you feel about these new closures?
I'm in favor of them. I've seen the snook get better and get worse and change up and down so many times, and it seems like every time we do something to help them, it gets better. Mm-hmm. And it works great until the population gets up. I think that's essentially what we're doing. We're keeping up with population growth of people. And every time they change these rules, it's a necessity to keep up with population growth.
You know, that's the thing. A lot of times people don't like change, but what we're trying to do is exactly like you said, stay ahead of the problems and the issues that might be facing, you know, 5 years from now.
Well, unfortunately, and you can see it in the commercial industry a lot, they'll keep after it until it's not good anymore.
Right.
And we're trying to stay ahead of that curve. It's still good, and we want to keep it good.
Ooh, that a redfish?
Yeah, there's another one up there fasting.
I see that. Now, Andrew, let me ask you, how long have you been fishing Chuckalissa?
Gosh, quite a spell. I don't know, probably 25 years or more.
Now, were you born right here in Florida?
Yeah, I grew up in Fort Myers, actually. But my father's from Markel. Believe it or not, my father's family moved to Florida in the late 1800s.
No kidding.
And we've been family-wise around here quite a while. But when I moved out of the house, went to college, I got done with that, I moved to Markel. I've been fishing down here ever since then.
Look at these guys.
Come here, Mr. Rojo. Oh, nice fish. Nice little redfish. There you go, Ricky Rick. That's a pretty fish. Look how silvery he is from being on the outside here of that white sand bottom.
Yeah.
He's beautiful. Oh, Mr. Snooky striking over there. Let's let him go and we'll go catch another one. Pretty fish. Look at this snook striking there.
Redfish here, snooks over there, tarpon rolling out here.
Good job.
This Conservation Minute is brought to you by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.
Do you dream of a career that would keep you on the water or in the woods every day? The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission is looking for qualified men and women to join the nation's largest conservation law enforcement agency. As an FWC officer, you'll patrol Florida's coastal waters, rivers, and lakes, as well as our state's beautiful wooded areas. Officers also provide assistance to boaters, anglers, and hunters while enforcing state fishing, boating, and hunting laws. This special area of law enforcement is both challenging and demanding. Officer candidates undergo specialized classroom and field training to prepare for this unique career. Upon graduation, you'll join an elite law enforcement community. Now's the time to make your dream career a reality. For more information on becoming an FWC wildlife officer, contact the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission, 1-866-FWC-HIRE, or visit myfwc.com.
At Contender, we've specialized in building high-performance, top-quality, custom-made boats for more than 25 years. Contender has redefined what a fishing boat can be, and we are committed to producing the finest fishing boats in the world. And there has never been a better time to get a great deal on our entire line of Contender boats. Be sure to check out our new generation T models, the 27, 31, and 33, all available with optional forward seating. We're looking forward to welcoming you into the Contender family of boats.
Patented in 2000, perfected over years of testing and real-world punishment, the Power Pole is the ultimate shallow water boat positioning tool. Swift, Power Pole deploys in seconds from anywhere in your boat. Virtually silent, Power Pole won't spook wary fish. Secure in strong currents or gusting winds in up to 8 feet of water. Engineered to take it with a lifetime unconditional replacement guarantee on the spike. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. Visit powerpole.com to find a dealer near you.
I've been fishing all my life and seen some pretty cool things on the water. I've seen a 180-pound tarpon jump in my boat. I've seen giant snook slam live bait, and I've also seen super shallow redfish I can easily pull to. I've seen a lot, and a lot has changed except my boat builder, Maverick Boat Company. Make no mistake about it, Maverick makes the best technical poling skiffs, high-speed backcountry skiffs, and bay boats in the world.
Use Maverick or Pathfinder, #1 for a reason.
Hey there. Like your Extreme Net Man?
I love my sumo. How about you?
Yeah. Wizard Net Man's awesome.
Well, see you out there.
Rapala, Extreme Action X-Rap. Extreme Netmen sold separately.
Has your Florida fishing or hunting license expired and you need it renewed now? No problem. The FWC has several services that will allow you to buy your license instantly. No matter where you are, in the woods or on the water, all you need is a major credit card. For a small additional service fee, you can purchase these licenses directly online or simply by calling a toll-free number. To get your instant license online, log on to myfwc.com or call toll-free 1-888-FISH-FLORIDA or 1-888-HUNT-FLORIDA.
Why is Yamaha your best investment? Just ask Captain Buddy LaPointe.
In the charter business, I can't afford downtime. My Yamaha 150 4-stroke is the most dependable, trouble-free outboard I've ever run.
This clean-burning, quiet, fuel-efficient Yamaha 4-stroke is the most versatile outboard in the Yamaha lineup. So invest in the best, the clean, quiet, dependable Yamaha F-150. Yamaha, because your best investment starts right here.
Come on. Oh, that fish came completely out of the water, Rick. He cleared the water when he struck at it and still didn't get hold of it.
That wasn't very nice of him.
No, right hateful, I'd say. We'll give him another opportunity. Oh, he tried again.
You got him that time, Andrew. You got him that time, Andrew.
He couldn't take it. Had to try again.
Snooky.
Snooky, baby Snooky. Come here, little fella. Get them hooked all over with the topwater treble sometimes.
Yeah, you do. They get pretty excited about it,
yeah.
You know. Looks good.
Yeah, they don't care how big they are when they go after topwaters. The big ones, little ones, all of them try it.
Exactly.
Oh, there he is.
Get him, Andrew. Get him, Andrew.
What fish?
That was a fish that busted him in
What fish?
Back up in there.
I didn't see a fish.
Did you hear something?
That's a redfish.
Is that what that is?
Senor Rojo.
He got no friends?
That's where all of them are running here. You might power pull us down here real quick,
I think
Rick.
I'll do that.
So it don't pull us in there. Get the power pole to work.
That power pole is a neat product, isn't it?
It really helps out. Keeps you
Instant
from
stop.
walking in the fish.
Instead of having to grab the push pole.
You did a little tricky.
I think I used my boga. I don't end up wearing those hooks.
Probably a wise decision. As you see, Rick, that fish has been caught before.
Hmm?
The fish has been caught before.
Why do you say that?
You got two spots on one side. Don't they get a spot each time you catch them?
Yeah. I never have heard that one
never
before,
heard that
but
one?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
You got to keep it interesting.
I like it. I might use that on another show in the future. There he is.
He's
Mr.
talking to
Redfish.
you. It's a male.
You're drumming.
And it's just the males that drum like that?
Man, where are you coming up with all this stuff?
That's
This is some
where I heard
good
that before.
trivia. I won't let him go. Look, he's so fat and so healthy.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I was thinking of redfish.
Yeah. There he goes.
Still drumming.
Get him working him back and forth.
Hear him?
Yeah, I hear him.
Oh, that's a pretty good fish.
Andrew.
There he is.
Andrew?
Yep. He's headed for the
Don't
woods.
let him.
He's not hidden. He's in the woods.
Did he get you?
Yeah, he's in there. But he's coming out. He's up here. Steady pressure. He came right out.
Good job. That's the way you handle a fish.
Just nice, easy, steady pressure.
Good job. I'm going to put the power pole down so
All
we
right.
don't, there's some real biting going on down here.
It's not it's a redfish. He's not even a real big one, but boy, he was pulling pretty darn hard.
Is that what it is, a redfish?
Uh-huh. He thought he was something else.
Well, he's getting ready to be even more than what he is now. And that is famous.
That's a pretty fish. Look at this snook striking it.
Redfish here, snooks over there, tarpon rolling out here.
Good job. I thought he had me in the woods. Thanks for landing, Mr. Rick.
Oh, my pleasure. I've done that for you a few times.
Once or twice.
From Texas to Florida, we always get the pre-fish. That's our tradition, is that the day before every redfish tournament, Andrew and I fish together. That's really secretively between you and I and everybody sitting at home. We won't tell him about this. is so I can learn all his spots.
Oh, yeah. I'm worried about that.
And that's what we're usually looking for. That and the 26 7/8 version.
That's right.
About a 7.5 pounder usually works for us. Well, Andrew, I got to tell you something. You've always told me that July and August was a great time to come over. And, you know, everybody says, well, it's so darn hot. But you know what? The fishing is really good. You start early, and you're going to go home fairly early because it looks like the thunderstorms in another 2 hours will probably run us out of here.
That's exactly right.
But if you want to come over here and catch a lot of snook and a lot of redfish, trout, tarpon, in the months of August, September, specifically when snook season opens, you need to come over and see my good buddy, Andrew Bostick.
The 10,000 Islands are one of the most diverse and unique areas we have ever visited. Even though Rick and Andrew know these waters well, perhaps they can never be fully known by anyone. It's that allure that keeps bringing us back. The unknown that offers the unending possibilities for another great sportsman's adventure.
Check out the Sportsman's Adventures website at www.sportsmansadventures.com. Coming up next week on Sportsman's Adventures with Captain Rick Murphy.
Right there by him. I told you it was right there by him.
Sportsman's Adventures was brought to you by Contender Boats, Costa Del Mar, See What's Out There, ARCD Hookers, Trigger X, Suffix Lines, Hook and Tackle Sportswear, Loop Reels, The Fish Grip, Get your best grip. Lumber Rock, the last deck or dock you'll ever buy. Ameritrail, custom trailer manufacturers. And by Screen Print Plus, when image matters.